Hi, everyone. Tim, you were muted, but just doing a little sound check from my end.
I think Aaron was traveling, wasn't
Oh, he is, yeah.
Where was he going for nationals? California?
I don't know. I'm not sure where it was.
Suzanne is here and her sister, and she's trying to get back to Phoenix. So. I mean, she can ride the jump seat because she still works for American, but boy, the plane was delayed.
Well, to get
canceled.
somewhere, yeah.
How she's gonna get out this week.
Tim, do you have any directors with you in person, or are we all zooming in?
No, we're all Zoom, and I reminded myself that Aaron was going to be traveling and probably unavailable.
Yeah,
So I think the good news is we had a quorum, and now we've got 4 out of 5, and I think we have everybody that I was probably expecting.
great. Okay, so we have about 30 seconds, and then I'll call the meeting to order. Thanks for being here, everyone.
Carol, you didn't miss 18 inches of snow, but whatever we got blew around, and it was a little icy. It's not the best travel conditions for sure.
Is it, you got 18 inches?
No, we didn't get, they had said at one point in time 18. I think it's gonna be closer to 6 or 8. It's kind of hard to know how much we have with all the drifting, but the first half an inch seemed to just be ice and sleet.
My friends who love to cross country ski were pretty bummed about that layer of ice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it's 2 o'clock. Welcome, everyone. I'll go ahead and call our special school board meeting to order. And I'll go ahead and read the mission and vision statement for it, or we'll go ahead and do roll call. Please note that directors attending today are participating via Zoom. Tim is on site, and directors are participating via Zoom, and the only one that we're missing today is Director Zander. The mission and vision statement. At Decorah Community School District, we will embrace student learning and well-being as our fundamental purpose. We will, in partnership with our students, families, and community, make the world a better place. The mission of the Decorah Community School District is learning, thriving, creating our legacy. The vision of the Decorah Community School District is Decorah Community School District will be a collaborative, innovative, learning-centered organization empowering students to embrace their personal strengths and create their future. And we have a short agenda today, but I'll ask for approval of our agenda.
So moved.
I'll second.
Okay, I heard Carol first, so Lily went ahead and so moved, and Carol seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We have one item of new business today. This is a continuation of our board meeting on Friday, and we're revisiting the Memorandum of Understanding with the City of Decorah related to contingencies for the new elementary school project. And thanks everyone for gathering together again. And Tim, I know that you've been working with a lot of messages back and forth with our contracted teams in the City of Decorah, and I'll turn it over to you to give us the latest update.
So I shared with the board over the weekend, we have kind of 2 proposals. They're very similar. There's just a few minor points that are different. So Connor Wasson from Allers prepared version 7, and then John Anderson for the city prepared version 8. I think the big difference is there's some replatting that is outside the scope of what I would call the Hively Island where the school is going. And so Connor kind of pointed out, and rightly so, that's, not typically isn't part of the project and would not be considered, you know, an important part of the MOU. In fact, you wouldn't really normally put that in the MOU. But the city has put that in there. John Anderson has put that in there on the city's behalf because, as you recall, when the city council did approve the plan back in December of 2025, that was, you know, the flow of the storm sewer and the replatting of the land were kind of contingencies that the city council put in. So I think Connor is following what's in the best interest from his perspective, and John's obviously following the best interest of the city. You know, I think we had always said as a school board, we were going to get the replatting done, and, you know we have to have the storm sewer meeting with what the engineers say. So I think the things that have been put in are acceptable to us. We've always agreed that we were going to do them. So that's kind of why I got to the point where I'm going to recommend that we approve version 8, John Anderson's version with the city, knowing that the city council then has this on their agenda for number 13 tonight, and we're approving John. So we can assume that they'll also approve that, and depending on what happens outside, construction could start as early as tomorrow.
Yeah, and just to echo what Tim said, nothing in the MOU is new or a surprise to me either. I know that I had conversation with John Yelly long ago, nearly, you know, it's been more than 6 months ago. And we've had it a goal to clean up some of these land plots for a long time. And by having incorporated here, I know that we live in a small town, and this is just kind of a public accountability checklist. And I'm, you know, in this case, I'm okay with that. But I understand too why this seemed out of out of the scope of our project. Yeah. And I would invite the rest of the board to share any thoughts or questions or perspectives that you have about the MOU as you read it.
I mean, I trust that, yeah, these were, again, we when the site plan was approved, we knew it was coming with the MOU, and none of these are a surprise. And I will continue to believe that both the school and the city want the same thing out of this project ultimately, and that this is a check the box for both of us.
Mhm. I appreciate that all these details have been outlined, and I think that gives us a good working document for both us and for the city to be able to know the steps that need to be done.
I agree. It seemed like a lot of the back and forth was just more lawyer speak when all of us knew what we needed to do. It's just getting it on the document. And so I agree. I'm in favor of going with the one that John wrote up.
So just to be clear, Tim, the one that we have in front of us now is the one that the city has their input on, and this is the one that the city will also be voting on tonight?
Yeah, version 8 was the one that John Anderson prepared.
Okay.
And I had him specifically send it to me so that I could make sure that I had the right one.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You bet.
I'll make a motion that we approve the MOU version 8 for our agreement with the city.
I'll second.
Okay, hearing a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, we'll move to a vote. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries unanimously. Okay, thank you all, and that brings us to the end of our agenda. So I'll call the meeting adjourned. Thanks again for your time today, and have